Yo, what is up guys? Fluffy Bunchy from Fluffy Bunchy Gaming here, playing some Hearthstone. Now, Hearthstone is a collectible card game. It's really fun. It is based on the World of Warcraft lore. Now, I've never actually played World of Warcraft. However, I have read up on some of the lore and learned it as I went on. And so yeah, if you guys are checking out Hearthstone for the first time, it is a collectible card game. You have basic cards that you get with every class, and you unlock them as you level up, and you get expert cards that you open up in booster packs. You also have arcane dust that you can craft cards with here in crafting mode. And this is just a quick look at that, and you have gold that you can spend on packs. You have quests, packs, and I currently have a paladin arena that I need to try and do. And as you can see, I'm poor. I have no gold. But let's get started. So today we are going to be playing in ranked with a Shaman deck based on Trump's free-to-play Shaman deck. It's been working for me. I replaced a few cards, added in cards like Harvest Golem, Violet Teacher, and Earth Elemental, that kind of stuff. But anyway, guys, so that was a quick look over of the deck list, and let's just jump right into ranked mode and see how high, and look at our opponent, or not look at our opponent, but see who we get queued up against and how the game goes. So yeah, if this is your first time ever watching a Hearthstone Let's Play, or if you haven't ever seen Hearthstone before, basically it queues you up against a random opponent of your skill level. As you can see, we're gonna get queued up against a worthy opponent. So this is a Mage. Against Mage. We're actually going to keep this Acidic Swamp Ooze as a nice 2-drop. And I'm thinking about whether or not keeping the Lightning Bolt. I'll keep it. So, let's say greetings. And we are facing up against Origin. Oregon, probably Origin, was playing as a Mage. So yeah, we'll just end turn. So I really do enjoy the Shaman class just because it's a very control-y type of deck. And usually I would make a totem here. However, these Acidic Swamp Oozes are kind of dead cards, so we will toss them out, and we have a chance of getting a Searing Totem, the 1/1 totem, and that can just be hit by the hero power. And yeah, so depending on what type of turn they have, this turn, it really tells me what kind of mage it'll be. For example, if they use Arcane Intellect or something like that, it might tell me that they're running the now more popular Freeze Mage or Burn Mage or Giant's Mage. So let's test out the secret. It is Ice Barrier. So there is a chance that this is a Burn Mage. Or Frost Mage. Or it could just be a standard Mage running Ice Block. Like I said, it really just depends on the type of turns they have, and but if it is Burn Mage, then we're gonna have an interesting matchup here, since I'm not very good against these types of mages. And looks like this turn is just gonna be Totem Ooze. Now, one thing to remember, as if you're a Shaman, you see, we would have gone the 1/1 totem earlier, or the 1/1 totem. It's not exactly what I wanted. But if you're a shaman, you want to play your creatures to the left, especially if you're running Searing Totem. And the reason for that is Searing Totem will allow you to do a lot of damage doing a little totem chain. But let's see. We have a few ways we can deal with this. We can use the Stormforged Axe and send in his acidic swamp ooze or the golem. However, since I have the lightning bolt in hand, I want to try and roll the 33% chance. Alright. Of getting the spell damage totem, so that this is 4 damage and we could just take it out. However, it looks like we're just going to have to use the Stormforged Axe or lightning bolt and finish it with the Stormforged Axe. However, since Flame Strike is coming in a few turns, I would rather just trade out a few minions. So I will just send in an acidic swamp ooze, finish it with the axe, send the rest to the face. Now so if this is Freeze Mage, then the Blizzard hits this turn, or it might hit this turn if I'm putting on enough pressure, or Frost Nova Doomsayer. The end is coming. Okay. So, it looks as if I was right. So, we could do one of two things. We could either leave this thing alone and just sacrifice our whole board, or we can use an Earth Shock. So, this is indeed Burn Mage, or not Burn Mage, but Frost Mage. And I've seen one of my favorite YouTubers, Trump, play this deck recently. Now, are there any things we really want to silence? They run Acolytes of Pain, however, they usually only play them on turns when they can ping them, and usually can only take, so yeah, and can usually draw 2 cards. So, Earth Shocking and Acolyte of Pain won't be much use in my opinion. So we could just silence it, but first let's threaten him, because this deck is indeed pretty annoying. However, since Flame Strike might hit this turn, we're just going to totem up and end the turn. So silencing that might not even have been a smart move, since you could just remove this all with a spell called Flame Strike. But this deck is actually really annoying. I have a very basic understanding. However, if he Flame Strikes, he's going to get rid of 3 totems, there's a Flame Strike, and half a Harvest Golem. So it's not necessarily too scary. However, we do want to try and burst this Mage down. So let's count how much damage we have. We do have quite a bit of damage, but right now I want to play things that are resistant against Flame Strike and Blizzard. For example, totems and Harvest Golems. And Earth Elementals. Things with 5 health, since Flame Strike does 4. And we want to get in as much damage as possible right now while he doesn't have the Ice Barrier put up. Wow, the 1/1 totem. Why do you keep coming back 1/1 totem? You're actually kind of useless. But Ice Barrier, or Ice Block, is not really going to help. Luckily, he hasn't drawn too many cards, so we don't have to get too scared of just being like bursted down from all Extrazia, like Frostbolt, Ice Lance. Good draw right now would be an Earth Shock. Denying this card draw could be important. That is probably Ice Lance though. But yeah, let's taste some decks run Vaporize, so I really want to test that out with the 1/1 totem. Okay, it's another Ice Barrier. Like I said, this deck is really annoying, and I think we're just gonna have to develop the Fire Elemental, because this will allow us to get some amount of damage, and it's resistant against Flame Strike. Even though from this point on, since he's at 9 mana, he can actually Flame Strike and ping. But if he does, so I really want to play like powerhouses, of damage instead of a whole bunch of little guys, because then all those little guys get rid of just. It's hard for me to explain for some reason, and I can't seem to speak, but basically I don't want everything I have to get flame stricken. So I really want to try to burst this mage down before they draw, well, Blizzard, and before they draw both Blizzard and all that kind of stuff. So what we can do right now is we can actually silence our fire elemental and get in for an extra 6 damage, but I don't think it's worth. So let's just play Feral Spirits. Totem up. They don't have many minions, so I can hit him with the axe. But I don't. Nah. So here, Flamestrike gets about 2.5 cards. Which is annoying, but oh well. But yeah. Due to my lack of understanding for this deck, this will probably be a loss. Like I said, simply because I don't understand this deck very much. But how it works and that kind of stuff. I wonder. But it seems like they've drawn a slow hand, or a slightly bad hand. They don't seem to have the burn to finish us off, or they might have the burn to finish us off, but not all extracts. Actually, they've gone through more than half of their deck, so I'm imagining they have quite a lot of burn in their hand. But whoa, okay, to the face, which means Frostbolt, Ice Lance is actually in their hand. So we need to figure out a way to do 27 damage, because they've drawn half their deck and just Pyroblasted us in the face, which means it's pretty much over if we cannot burst them down this turn. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 plus 3, wait, 13 plus 3, plus, no, 13 plus 5 is 18, plus 6 is 24. Wow, we are actually pretty close to lethal. However, so I think we might just have to go for it. Do we even have the wait? Do we have the mana? Oh yeah, we definitely have the mana. So I guess we just go for it, just as a final stand. Try to burst him down. Oh, we really should have tried to roll the spell damage totem. Oh, man. Wow, we actually were one off of lethal. If we had rolled the spell damage totem. So if we don't lose this turn, we win. Unless he flame strikes, which he probably does. Oh my god. Well, rip in pieces. That is a sit-in for Thanos. Usually this card right here is Thanos. Well, rip in pieces. Alright guys, well, that was a really bad matchup. I really don't understand that deck very much, mostly because I haven't run it before. So that's kind of annoying. Honestly, I don't really like facing up against that deck. I don't know, I get impatient having to waste the whole turn with characters that are frozen and all that kind of stuff. However, I haven't seen too many of those. I haven't seen very many of those. They got really, I thought that they would get really popular due to DreamHack, and one of the challengers playing this deck was playing this deck. But luckily, I haven't seen too much of it. I saw some of it before DreamHack, and it was really annoying. But yeah, that was definitely Freeze Mage. We probably would have had a more favorable match, I imagine, against Giants Mage or Giants Mage, since they run their decks are more centered around Giants, and we have things like hexes and stuff in our deck. But I don't know. If I was more experienced with the Freeze Mage deck, I probably would have done better that round in that game. But oh well, it was still fun. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed. That's a really annoying deck to play against, and we almost had him. I didn't think about rolling the spell damage totem, and I really didn't think we had enough damage. However, if I had hit him with the axe, the turn prior, or the turn that I said I should probably hit him with the axe, if I had hit him with the axe, and then I realized, oh, if we roll spell damage totem, we win. Then I would have rolled the spell damage totem, and we would have won that game. And I know a lot of you guys probably noticed that. So yeah, we missed lethal. I didn't really think of how much damage and how much burst we actually had in our hand. However, like I said, if we had actually hit them with the axe, and because that deck actually tends not to play too many minions other than, what's it called, the Cobalt Geomancer, and it has a sit-in for Thanos and Loot Hoarders and Novice Engineers. Mirror Image kind of counts as a few things, but that's what I thought to myself, and I said, nah, it's probably not even worth hitting him with the axe. But as it turns out, it was. What a shame. Alright guys, well, if you guys had any other tips in how to face off against those decks, leave a comment down in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this first episode of Hearthstone Constructed with Fluffy Bunchy. Give me a few tips on how to make if you have any ideas on how to make sorry, I have something stuck in my throat. On how to make this deck better. If you have anything, and I might try it out. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Give that like button a nice big kick to the crotch, guys. Alright, see you later.